guys, welcome to PyAHub. In today's video, we are talking about some of the interview questions from Python, and we start from here to find the hypotenuse of a triangle. And to find it, we can use math. This math module contains some of the function that is helpful for us to calculate mathematical operations. Here we are importing the math module to use mathematical function. Here we are using comments so you can easily understand, and we give L and B as user input. Then we call it here math.hypot. This function, using this we access L and B and L comma B. Here as we know, hypotenuse equal to altitude square plus base square. Like that we are taking L and B as altitude and base, and we print it. So we can run this. It will give L. So we give 8 and 6. The hypotenuse is 10. So if we are giving a 5 here and give 6 and 7, hypotenuse there will be 5 digits: 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we reduce it to 1, so it will give S per S. Okay, like we get 12. So on. The other method to find the value of hypotenuse is using, we can just copy this. So we can just write h equal to just hypotenuse math dot square root of L, and we are adding it as we mentioned before, and we print this. Now we get hypotenuse equal to 12. As we already mentioned L and B here, because of that we get 12 here. Okay. So what this method will help us to find the hypotenuse. Most cases we use hypot directly so that we can find it more easily. But here this method will help us to show that how the function really works. Okay, and I think you got it. We find using hypot function, and also we can use square root function. Now we are going to find the maximum element in a list. So here we are using max to convert input string to integers. So we are giving in a string manner to an integer and using a max function to find the highest value. Keep in mind we are using a math function to convert input string. So here we are using a math function and we are converting into a input string and then the string to an integer. From that we are giving max function to find the largest number. Let's try running it. I will just go through the code. We are giving numbers equal to list. Here we are making a list. We take the numbers as a list. We can just give it like 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to give commas. We just need to separate it by spaces. Otherwise, the map will count it as a single number. If the comma will be counted as a number. So try to give space to reduce or to reduce the rest. Okay, and we use max function to call the numbers, the largest number using max function, and we print the largest. Now try to run this. We will get 5. So the largest number here we give 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get the largest number 5. If we just print numbers, here we print numbers. So just to show that how the numbers present here, say again 2, 4, 44, and then our numbers are present in this format. Now we can see why we give list here. So our numbers are present as a list, and from that list we are finding the maximum value, that is here 44. Okay, and our next question is to sort a list in ascending and descending order. Python uses a sort function to sort the list, and we can use the reverse for true parameter sort in a descending order. So it will just we are giving a number in a list of numbers, then we ascend it using sorted function and giving the variable name. So as we using sorted is by default sorted what occurs in a ascending order. That's why we are directly giving the sorted function here. So then if you want to rearrange the numbers into a descending order, we can use the reverses true. So it will reverse the numbers. Let's try running this. Now we look, these numbers are shuffled, and it's in while we sort it using a sorted function. We use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. It in a ascending order. Then we reverse assign it true. Then it gives descending order. So it's just reverse ascending numbers to descending order using the same sorted function, but here we give a reverse to true. Okay, just keep in mind that the sorted function is by default it is in ascending order. While we sort it, it will be give in a ascending order, and to give the descending order we just need to reverse the ascending order we mentioned before. And the fourth question is how to remove duplicate from a list. Here we here we have 1, 2 as duplicate, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. So to remove the duplicates, we can use a set numbers, because as we know, using a set to remove duplicates and convert back it into a list is like set will automatically remove the duplicate numbers. So making the list into a set numbers, then the set numbers will be printed. Make the list into set numbers. Just we can run and know. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 is unique elements. Because we firstly convert it into a set of numbers using the set function. As we know, set will remove the duplicate element automatically, and in outside we give it in a list. So the set numbers then converted into a list, then give us the unique element. So we need to keep in mind that set gives us unique elements, like it won't hold duplicate elements. So in any case we can if we want to remove the duplicate element, you can first use set the variable, then convert it into whatever we want. And how to find the length of list or tuple. Here we are using length function to count the number of elements, and we are use len. So len function, and just count it and print it. There is no further complication. We are using a len function, and we give that in a variable. We are using the parenthesis in the function, and we print the len using the print statement. That's it. You can just run it. So that contains the numbers contains 1, 2, 3, 4. So here we use len function to find the numbers in the list. I mean the length of the numbers in the list. Now we are going to concatenate two lists. As we know, concatenation it's like joining joining both lists. So here we are concatenating two lists, and we can just run it. We make two lists 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. We just concatenate using the plus operator. Our result will be like a union 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, just using plus operator we can join two lists. That's it. And we can find the index of the element in the list. So here we are trying to find the index of 30. So for that we are using index function, and we just print it. We will get. So we need to know, here we just count as 0, 1, and 2. 30 is in second position. So just we need to know the functions, like there are so many functions in Python, and we just need to work with. Only after that, if we get a question, we can understand that. Okay, so here we are trying to reverse this thing. Reverse this thing is kind of tough while we talk, but using a different way of printing it will help us. Like here we are reversing using slicing. As we know, the -1 will read it from the back, and using double quotes, using the double columns, column will help you to read the first letter. Can run. So the Python is reversed because it will if we just give the so here it goes like this because it will just print up to O, because we know that the last element won't be printed. If we use the double colon, it will just print the whole text. Okay, like this. This is how we print reverse a string easily. And we are using a count function to count the occurrence of a character in a string. Here we are giving hello world as a text, and we use the count function, the variable dot count function. Here we use like the variable dot count function, index function. In length, we just mention the variable in the parenthesis. So just to aware of where to use the variable and where to run it. And we just write it down. Then we write the letter we want to count. Here we are going to count the L in hello world. So we get 3. Hello world has 3 L. So count gives 3. And there are about some more. Here we are going to find the factorial of number using recursion, because if you use other methods, it will be much more complicated, and its time complexity will be increased. But if we are using a recursion method, it's much more faster and easier method. For that, we are using if we are going to define the factorial. This n is the number, and we just want to give n. Okay, here we are defining the factorial n, and if n equal to 0 or n equal to 1, return 1. As the factorial of 0 and 1 is just 1, so it's just return 1. And if we call n by recursive call, and like if n is not equal to 1 or n is not equal to 0, it will goes into n star factorial n minus 1, as we know the equation in max. Then it just print the number. If we take 5, so when we calculate 5, we will get the factorial of 5 is 120. Or if we try calculating the factorial of 3. Here 3 star factorial of n minus 1, we will get the answer as 6. You can try running it by giving an input. I'm giving 5 here. The factorial is 5. As we know how it calculates is like it 5 into factorial of n minus 1, that is 4 factorial. Then 5 into 4 factorial is 120. As we study about factorial, here if we are giving 5 star 4 factorial, that is 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, that is 4 factorial. This is how it works. And we are going to talk about palindrome string. As we already do this here, we just convert the text into a palindrome using the -1 that ends in, it starts from the end and it will read up to the first letter. If it's not a palindrome, if the text equal to text, while we reading each letter, if each letter doesn't match, then it's not a palindrome. Let's try. It's a palindrome. Try with another. Not a palindrome, just like this. So other codes we can discuss tomorrow. We are also talking about AI and some codes in AI, all that. For now, I'm saying bye-bye. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. And this is not an error actually. We just need to give a number. It will just give the prime. So here, the last 3 ones are merging two dictionaries or intersection and finding the prime number. I will just give this in a GitHub code, and you can access it through my channel.